So you remember those elementary school field trips to the Museum of Natural History, where you'd have to beg your parents for money because your minimum wage salary at the local lemonade stand just wasn't putting kids' cuisine on the table? And you went and you saw all the neatest relics and skeletons and things like that? Well, my friends, Bartolo Colon is almost at the point where he can be one of those museum relics. And I'm sure I didn't need to say all of that to make that point. Of course, I'm exaggerating. 45 isn't old at all, but in the grand scheme of professional sports that don't happen to be darts, swimming, and Fortnite, it kind of is. Now sure, he isn't quite at the age of Jamie Moyer. If you remember him from a few years ago when he was pitching until he was 50, he's actually much better. Bartolo Colon, who just turned 45, is still pitching not just average, he's pitching extremely well. You know that Justin Verlander character? The dude who won the MVP and Cy Young with the Tigers, and who currently has an ERA almost under 1? Well, when Colon and the Rangers had faced Verlander in the world champion Astros a few weeks back, he matched Justin by taking a perfect game into the 8th inning, at age 44. Against the defending world champs. The guy pitched another 7 2/3 shutout innings in Seattle last week, a pretty decent team right now. The guy's just incredible. Completely off topic, and I still don't know why, but for some reason Bartolo kind of reminds me of Whiplash from Iron Man 2, and I just had to put that out there, and it seriously had no place in this video, so I don't know why I included it. I think it's that time of the video where I spit you some mad Bartolo factuals. Here are quite a few. Bartolo Colon is currently older than 6 MLB managers. He's also struck out 6 current MLB managers. When Colon made his first Major League appearance, Major League Baseball only had 28 teams. He's pitched against 18 Hall of Famers. He's 5 years older than the president of the Rangers. Aaron Judge was 4 when he made his MLB debut. Hell, the dude pitched for the Montreal Expos, and I couldn't even name 2 players in Expos history. A couple random non-age related fun facts about Bartolo Colon. He had a donkey named Poncho, which basically confirms my Shrek theory, and hell, the guy's favorite pregame music is Adele. I guess there's a certain age you have to be to come out as an Adele fan, and I'm just dying to get there already. I was able to watch Bartolo Colon play for my favorite team for a few years, so I can definitely speak to his awe. Even during rough times for the team, he always knew how to put a smile on the faces of the fans, whether it was flashing the leather, or hitting dingers, or producing a Category 6 hurricane after a swing and miss. He is arguably the most entertaining player I've ever seen in baseball. I see Bartolo Colon as the Dos Equis man, the most interesting man in the world, if he had eaten like 3 other Dos Equis men. Guys, Bartolo Colon is 45 years old and still pitching in Major League Baseball. That's an accomplishment on its own. But to not only play, but to go out there and succeed, without throwing hard, mind you, with only throwing fastballs, probably more than 90% of the time, with overmatching Justin Verlander and the world champion Astros, and with having those awesome fielding and of course hitting moments, there is no doubt in my mind that Bartolo is the prime example of the fact that age truly is just a number, and not just something that determines whether or not it would be socially acceptable for you to order chicken fingers at a restaurant and feel okay with the choices you've made in your life. To end this video, I'm going to show you the single greatest play in MLB's history, putting the nail in the coffin that Bartolo Colon is the greatest relic in baseball. By the way, whether or not that was a pun about his age is up to interpretation.
Colon looking for his first hit of the year. He drives one! Deep left field! That goes Upton! Back near the wall! It's out of here! Bartolo has done it! The impossible has happened! The team vacates the dugout as Bartolo takes the long trot, and there will be nobody in the dugout to greet him. This is one of the great moments in the history of baseball.
Think of me in the depths of your despair. Make it home down there as mine sure won't be shared. The stars are